Welcome back to another video, my brothers. Today's video is titled Stop Looking for Happiness. Now, I know it's a very controversial title, and many of you are thinking, what? I thought Ali was all about positivity. I'll explain myself. I get a lot of messages from guys saying things like, Ali, man, I'm overthinking, there's something wrong with me. You know, I'm feeling down. And they act like it's a strange thing. They act like they are the only guy in the world who feels down. And that brings me to the question, are we supposed to feel happy all the time? And the answer is fuck no. Life is very chaotic, right? It will induce feelings of euphoria and happiness, and it will also induce feelings of grief and trauma, right? You're gonna feel up and you're gonna feel down. That's just the way life is. It's a roller coaster, right? So you're not a fucking robot. You're not supposed to feel happy and smiley all the fucking time. It's impossible. And one way I want you to approach it is as a surfer would approach a wave. When a wave of happiness comes, ride it, man. You know, get on that fucking surfboard and ride that wave and enjoy it. Enjoy the great times. But then when a wave of sadness comes, don't try and ignore it or act like it's a weird thing. Huh? What, sadness? That's not supposed to exist. No. Don't be surprised by it. You're gonna get days where you don't feel like yourself, where you don't feel good. And that's okay, you're a human being. Right? Look at it just like the seasons. You get the summertime and the sun's out, and you also get the wintertime when it's chucking it down and it's raining. If you really look at life from a very mature perspective, you'll appreciate both. Because without sadness, you don't appreciate the good moments, the happiness. If you haven't been at rock bottom, then being at the top doesn't feel as nice. When you've tasted dirt, when you've been down and you've been defeated, and then you do the impossible, and then you get to the top, you feel euphoric, you feel incredible. It doesn't mean that you're going to stay feeling euphoric and happy, no, because things will happen again. It's just the nature of life. God forbid one of your family members passes away, trauma and grief will follow, okay? But you'll also have amazing moments, career highlights, achievements, awards, trophies, right? You'll have fantastic moments to look forward to. But don't think that you need to feel one certain way constantly. It's impossible. It's a scam that's been sold to us by blogs and articles online about happiness, and they've sold the idea that when you find the right person, you'll constantly feel happy. When you find the right relationship, you're never going to be sad again. And that's not the case. You're going to have ups and you're going to have downs. And people that don't come to terms with that are the ones that are constantly looking to feel one state constantly, right? To feel constantly happy. And whenever they're not happy, which is usually a case of them not being happy with themselves, they attribute that to the person that they're with. It must be the wrong person. On to the next. Because they're looking for a stable feeling of happiness, which doesn't fucking exist. Okay, ups and you're gonna have downs. But I'll also say this. Journaling, for example, will give you perspective, because sometimes you're not actually feeling depressed. You're just uninspired. Okay? You don't have anything to look forward to day to day that makes you want to get out of bed and work. Okay, so oftentimes we incorrectly diagnose ourselves with, you know, depression or with sadness, when in fact we're not really depressed. We're just uninspired. Because a lot of people walk around these days saying, yeah, I'm depressed. And what happens when you repeat yourself and you say those words again and again and again, and you say, I am, anything following the letter I and the word am, anything after that is very powerful. It can negatively affect your life, or it can positively affect your life. You can say, I am incredible, I am smart, I am very good at what I do, I am loved. Or you can say things like, man, I'm depressed, I'm broke, I'm this, I'm that, no one likes me, I'm ugly, right? So be careful what you say after the phrase I am. What follows is very important. So a lot of guys go out there misdiagnosing themselves. I'm depressed. And what happens when you say that again and again and again? You become depressed. You become the state that you are currently occupying. You become what you think about. It's a very powerful quote that I heard a few years ago. So if you're thinking about prosperity, abundance, wealth, then eventually you will experience that. Now, once again, does that mean you'll always be happy when you have prosperity and wealth? No, because you're a human being. Once again, you're not a fucking robot. And it's okay to express the way that you're feeling. You know, I have my opinion about crying as a man. I think as a man, it's okay to cry. If you're in your car and things just get to you, man, it's okay to fucking cry for a minute, man. You're a man, okay? You're a human being. Now, of course, when it comes to the way that you show emotion and who you show emotion to, I have my opinions on that. I don't think you should sit there and break down in front of your girl because your manager was rude to you today. I think that's not really acceptable. Now, if your parent, one of your parents, God forbid, passes away, you can cry as much as you want to. You're a son who has just lost one of his parents. Of course you're going to grieve. You can cry as much as you want to cry. Grief is something that we shouldn't bury. It's something we should experience, okay? But if we're talking about trivial shit, like the traffic was bad, I mean, there's guys out there that are extremely emotional. And I know some people are going to attack me and say, oh, Ali, man, you're being, toxically masculine by saying to these men that they can't cry to their woman over the traffic. You can't fucking bitch about traffic, man. There's bigger things out there. There's people going through a lot more than you. So don't cry over some trivial shit, right? But sometimes it's okay to sit there if you've been through quite a lot in life, man, and things have been weighing you down. It's okay to sit there and just process. Now, with me, it takes a lot to make me cry. And I'm not saying that to make myself seem like a tough alpha male. No. But I don't cry over small things. Do I feel down? Yeah. Of course I fucking do, man. Sometimes I just sit there in my car and I don't want to do anything. I'm just sat there and I'm just staring outside my car. I usually go to like a lake or something and park up and just sit there. Sometimes for 2 hours and not do anything. Okay, because I'm just feeling down. And I'm okay with it. I embrace that feeling. I don't act, no. I don't act like there's nothing wrong. At least to myself, I don't act this way. If I'm feeling down, I'll tell myself, Ali, ride the wave. Experience the moment. Right? Experience the moment of sadness. And then move on. And a wave of happiness will come. And then a wave of, you know what I'm saying, guys? I hope I'm making sense here. So I don't ignore the way I feel. I embrace the way I feel. Now, I don't go out there and cry in front of the whole fucking world and be like, my life's shit. I don't sit there and, I don't do that, no. Because I believe as a man, the way that you present yourself in your family, or to your family, shall I say, matters. It does. Call me toxically masculine if you want to call me. Every woman craves a strong man. Which is why I said, don't cry about the weather. Don't cry about traffic. Don't cry because your manager shouted at you. Okay? It's unacceptable. Get tougher. Some of you just need to get tougher in life. Okay? You just do. You can't cry over trivial shit. But if you genuinely been through a lot, you can sit there and just cry, man. You can, in your car. Sit there and just experience it. Okay, experience that moment. Break down. Allow yourself to fucking feel it. And then brush yourself off and keep it moving. And better yet, if you have some supportive friends, male friends that is, go to them and just tell them how you're feeling, man. Man, I'm feeling shit. This has been going through my mind, If you've got some good friends, man, they'll hear you out. Because it takes a lot for a man to really need help from another man. It does, most of the time. I think most dudes don't want to have to, they feel like they don't want to have to bother their friend. And so when we see one of our friends come to us and he looks visibly distraught, we genuinely want to know why. Because it takes a lot for a man to fucking feel down like that. Especially when they're brought to tears, So if you've got some good friends, man, they'll hear you out. They'll hear you out and they'll be like, man, what's wrong? Talk to me. And if they're good friends, they'll give you some reassurance. Sometimes you just want to be heard because you don't want to sit there in front of your woman and cry to her and then have her lose respect for you, okay? Which is something I never advise you guys do anyways, because it always goes one way. You sit there and you cry in front of your chick over some petty shit, she'll never respect you again. Okay, I think in women's minds, the only time that they accept that is when something really serious happens. Other than that, never fucking cry in front of your woman, ever. Call me toxically masculine all day long, I don't give a fuck. Okay? But if there's something on your mind, man, and you're fucking broken inside, speak to your friends, your boys. A strong male influence in your life. Your father, your uncle, a male coach, therapist, right? Usually men go for coaches rather than therapists because we don't want to just talk. We want to, if there's something that's genuinely going wrong in our lives, we want to fix it. Men that are going through addictions such as alcohol addiction, drug abuse, they need help. A lot of them break down because they need help. You know, guys that have been making severe mistakes in their personal lives, in their relationships, they also need help. Well, what am I doing wrong? How do I stop feeling constantly down? All right? So I just want you to bear that in mind, guys. Don't ignore your emotions, right? Don't bury them. Experience the wave, each wave as it comes. Happiness, experience it. Sadness, experience it. Grief, experience all the emotions. Remember, as I said, without the lows, you can't really enjoy the highs. Okay? So hopefully this video has helped you guys. If it has, hit that like and subscribe button down below. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.
Keep me up, fuego.